Okay, so we last killed off a guy here who worshipped Meridia, and it turns out everybody and their mother also have Meridia, I assume because he created vassals, so that was probably my mistake. So all of his vassals obviously also worship Meridia. So what we need to do now is we need to kill some time, preferably until the 17th of First Seed, which is month 3. So what's that, next year? We need to wait a year, and then we can revoke all of their titles. Sure, that's fine. We have righteous imprisonment, but to be honest, I imagine all of our vassals right now, besides these 4 or whatever, are actually ideal masters worship. Like, look at this. Almost all of our vassals are in favor of us. This dude isn't. Why? Tyrant revoked vassal titles. Yeah, because I accidentally revoked a title I wasn't allowed to. So we've just got to wait for time to kill that one off. Sure, I know what he could do. We're on stewardship focus as well. So hopefully over time we will build up good sentiment with everybody. Even those few vassals that actually don't like us. We can develop ruins in our capital, absolutely. Wrong type of holding and domain. Yeah, we've just got to get rid of these. Harboring the homeless, not a big deal. So we can start revoking these now. Cult of Meridia. Cult of Meridia. Cult of Meridia. 3, 4. Alright. Then we give this whole land away to someone new. So if we go and have a look for basically anyone. Court physician of the Archon Cormont. Sure. Just move this back over here. So grant landed title. Was it this one? There we are. Okay, so all of our dukes now should be quite a big fan of us. Let's just go ahead and look at the vassals map. We've only got a few that don't like us. This was the dude I turned into a chicken, so it's quite understandable that he wouldn't like me. We've also got Tyrant revoked vassal titles dishonorable. Again, these are all timed modifiers, which will have worn off within 30 years. I mean, it's quite a while. Some of them will wear off in 10. Some even wear off now, don't they? What is that? Six months. So in 2 months' time, we'll get a big buff with all of them. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll let a couple of months tick without doing anything in particular. Hopefully, their opinion should go pretty neutral on me then. Yeah, there we go. So we've actually only got 2 vassals that dislike us. Well, this dude, what's wrong with you in particular? We've just got varying traits, and that's to be expected. Wow. The Army of the Wretched are really ripping apart elsewhere, and now we've got the chosen Huzra of the Army of the Wretched. Look at him. Holy shit. Legendary, Undead. We definitely want to keep them on side, so we'll send them a gift. Plot to steal artifact. Now, if only we could use that against Orgnum. And in fact, we can. Absolutely, let's do that. Can we hire the Thieves Guild? We can't. That's a real shame. If we could steal Orgnum's Coffle, we would be, I mean, in a very, very good situation. Obviously, no one's going to join our plot because we're a Lich, we're a Necromancer. Essentially, only people inside our own court like us now, which is a shame, but we do have the option to create the Eldmeri Dominion there. Culture Aliad, Bosma, or Ultima, and you have to control Alanor, Elsewhere, and the Valentar, or Valenwood. Let's go ahead and summon some dudes while we're just sitting around not really doing much. Alright, let's go ahead and summon just an absolute load of Dremora. I think we're just going to sit around for a bit, maybe do some guilds. We're not going to do much war for a while. I think we just need to recoup our forces. Really start building up an army of Dremora or the Undead. The council sound like they're content now. There we are, council are content. It's a pretty good council as well. Our son is... Our Chancellor is not great, but he's not terrible. Steward is good. To be honest, everyone's good besides the Councillor. I think we're just going to sit and wait, to be honest, for the majority of our provinces to convert. Magical Keith Trove fabricating evidence against me, sure. But now we're going to turn on auto-stop plots now that we're in a situation where... let's forgive and forget. Hopefully, the majority of plots will probably stop because our vassals like us so much. This guy's refusing to, but I'm not going to imprison him because he's a good vassal. Same with him and same with him. So, to be honest, getting the Ogma Infinity is going to slow down massively, although we could now raid all along this coast. We could raid pretty much everywhere from Anvil down to, like, elsewhere. Obviously, we can't raid against these guys because they're the same religion as us. Soul Harvest 2. That's so weird. I don't know what has caused these guys to appear. Maybe it's me? Who knows? Speaking of which, we do need to build some more soul harvesting points in our capital. We're 142 years old. We are an older... let's have a look here. Should be an older... Does it say on our trait there should be Aliad? Oh, adult. Okay, so we're still quite young. It looks like our wife isn't actually going to become a lich anytime soon. I don't even know if NPCs can become liches. Let's have a look through the character finder. Just completely reset it and see who the oldest is. Absalon of the Soul Can. Obviously, Orgman, the High Reaper. So pretty much all the Soul Can. Then we have a Divathfir from Morrowind. There's Jarl Harkon, Valerica, obviously, from Skyrim's Dawnguard expansion. There's a lot of Telfir clones, I assume, yeah. Clone created by a powerful mage. And then there's that dude of the army that's for some reason appeared in Hagraven Cult. We've got a really old Hagraven there. Oh, gross. Oh, this poor dude. What's he doing? Anyway, let's go and raid. Get some prisoners for Hermaeus Mora. Try and get this Ogma Infinium. We'll get a decent amount of gold, which allows us to build up our harvests as well. We'll stay at peace for a while. Let the realm rebuild. Oh, this guy's a Merchant Republic. They'll have a lot of gold kicking around. Alright, we've got an 8 Divines Revolt. Actually, directly south of where our spooky skeletons are raiding. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. And probably win instantly. Alright. Good fight. We seem to be gaining land. What are we gaining back? Great. Is there any way to upgrade a tribe when it's not the capital? I don't actually know. What are we inheriting back? Do we inherit back? I don't know why. Oh, this guy's Bosma. We'll take that back, thank you. And we'll go ahead and give this to Aliad. I think filter 1, yeah. There we go. And grant landed title, the Duchy of this one, the Duchy of this one. I'll put you on as the new steward. Just keep raiding, I suppose. Keep getting prisoners. Getting a massive amount of gold as well, considering that this guy is a Merchant Republic. Right, let's head south. An excellent idea. I like the prosperity events. Eventually we're going to build up into just a very rich nation, assuming we can keep all our vassals happy. And we'll stay at peace, technically, even though we're raiding, it still counts as peace. So we're making a hell of a lot of gold from this. It will never happen. She'll burn at the stake? I mean, it's a local revolt risk minus. And we gain the trait just for burning a woman at the stake. Oh, sweet. We got the key to the strange chest that we got literally hundreds of years ago. Well, probably about 50 years ago. Let's see if the key will fit. And it was an empty chest. So before it's removed from our treasury, let's see. This might be gaming the system a little bit. If I can actually fucking click. Remind me to reload the game before I start. There we go. Can we actually give it to... Yeah, we can. Well, we'll just give him an empty chest. Promise, it's locked. We don't know what's in there. Make an offering as well while we're here. We can actually sacrifice some prisoners. Did we get any prisoners? Oh, just that Bosma guy that we revoked his title. Yeah, I remember. Alright. Let's go ahead and walk around the edge. Well, you kidnap Dever in the... No, I'm not doing that. We got a copper ring. Fair enough. It's not great, but obviously we can give it to other people if we really don't want it and get some opinion buff. We could always give it to Hermaeus Mora. So we're trying to kill my son. I don't care. I'm immortal. I don't need a son. I think, to be honest, I'll end this campaign when my guy dies. When and if he dies. Unless it's something like non-spectacular, like, oh, he just died in a, you know, horrific boating accident or something. Alright, sweet. Let's move back this way, and I assume these provinces aren't going to... They are going to regenerate by the time we... Oh, no, wait. We looked here. They did actually regenerate. That's really funny. And how long does that remain until? 25th of Summons. 25th. That's really funny. So we've got a really good loop here. They regenerate just as we start getting back to them. That's really handy. Okay. So again, we'll just do the whole thing again. We became a Ravager. +2 martial, +5 personal combat there. Did we just get a title? No, just people messing around. Factions. I know what he could do. Our gold is out of control at this point. Just an army of rampaging skeletons. Sure, we'll accuse everyone publicly. We can afford to take a little bit of an opinion hit, considering everybody loves us right now. Alright, let's head south. Surprised we haven't had more provinces converting, to be honest with you. Especially considering how long and the skill of our priest as well. Okay, we just got some gold. Alright. I think this will be our last run just around to get some gold, because we've got stacks of gold at this stage. We don't really need all of this, to be honest. I'm going to work on the soul harvesting, then I'll work on infrastructure such as tax bonuses. We don't really need troop bonuses, because we can already just summon, you know, anyone. I shall pay the farmer. And we gained ambitious. Stewardship is without a shadow of a doubt the best. Yeah, we didn't get any gold from looting that because it doesn't share a border with us. Stewardship is without a doubt one of the best, if not the best, focus. Just because the amount of not only good traits it gives you, but also bonuses to obviously province. What do you call it? Province. Oh my lord, what is the word? This. The province prosperity, sure. Can we help the army of the wretched? No, that is actually what they were called. The army of the wretched. Maybe help with their conquest of elsewhere. I don't want them to turn around though and fight me. That would not be ideal, but I assume they can't because they have to. We got the +2 axe. Nice. It's a rare weapon you can only get if you are a raider. Let's go ahead and merge these units, seeing as apparently they were just sitting around. Alright, what do we want to go for? We want to go for castle infrastructure. We want to go for legalism, because my legalism is fairly low. We've got an adventurer threat, which I didn't really pay much attention to, but I will now. She's 31 with the face of a 50-year-old. Let's go ahead and have her killed. She's obviously not had an easy life. Oh, one thing you can do, which I worked out, is if you really are looking to earn a consistent, steady stream of favor with the Daedric God, is you can conjure a scamp or a familiar, like a cat, for example, and you can then offer that cat up as a sacrifice to Hermaeus Mora. It's pretty funny. We actually don't need the +2 axe. The Dwarven Sword is better in every way, so we'll give that to Mora. I imagine he'll give us something good for it, considering it's a fairly rare item. This minimap glitch is atrocious, actually. Absolutely atrocious. Alright, you know what? I've decided I'm going to reload. This is just unplayable. Help. Help me.